come on in, have a seat. Welcome back, boo. And if you're new here, my name is Carolyn Gray. I typically post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I talk about all things fashion. And sometimes I showcase my entrepreneurship life here in New York City because your girl be busy. Now, today we're going to talk about a topic that I'm a little salty about because I am actually doing no spend February and March because February is a little short. You know what I mean? But I know I said earlier this year that there's nothing. I don't need nothing, but I do have a wish list. And I would like to see what I can get on that wish list throughout the year. And this might update throughout the year. I might change my mind if I see something in person for the first time. And I'm like, actually, never mind then. Which I hope happens because this list is expensive. But let's get through it. I'm going to talk about some of the items that I have my eye on. You know, I'm just browsing, you know, so a lot of things been catching my eye and I've just been keeping a little note on it. All right, I actually don't have any clothing items on this list because I've been holding back from looking at like certain runway shows to remind myself of certain things that are coming out. So I'm refraining from the clothing for this particular episode, but we're going to get into bags and shoes and accessories because bags is a space where I definitely want to up the ante a bit. I want to invest more. I want to learn more about. But, you know, I've been thinking about it, and honestly, I already have 2 Bottega bags, right, as it is. But I honestly love the Jody teen bag. I think it's beautiful, the intricato. I love it in honestly a neutral color because that's something I could see being worn on a regular or daily basis. The price point is very, very pretty, but I get it. Their leather is the best that there is out there. Okay, I think that it would last a very long time. I have the pouch in intricato in the bright red, and I've had it for a couple of years now, and it has not aged. It has not aged, and I like the fact that they do have like a warranty now in effect when it comes to their accessories, or maybe all of their collections, but for sure accessories. So I do like that. I trust them a bit more with my purchase. I've kind of always looked at the Jody teen bag, and honestly, I really love it in a brown, like a deep brown color, in an all black. And if I were to do a color, I would actually do a dark green, considering how much I wear my padded cassette, which is a patent green, a dark green. I will probably wear that Jody bag in a dark green, like all the time, every day. And I don't care if it's not on trend in the future to wear big hobo bags. Like, I've always worn hobo bags. I carry a lot with me on a regular basis. So I just feel like it's the perfect shape for my lifestyle beyond this year. Another bag that I'm interested in learning more about and seeing more variations of is actually the Lady Dior. I've always had my eye on the Lady Dior. The thing about some of these bag companies is that the price increase is really not because of, you know, I don't want to, I mean, obviously I don't want to spend that much on a bag, but it's like, it kind of deters me from purchasing because I'm like, why do y'all keep making it so, you know, isolated? And, you know, everyone knows about this bag. It's already exclusive in itself. Like, they're just pushing it further and further. They change the rules more and more. And honestly, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. But to be honest, I've always loved the Lady Dior. I loved it in a silver. I loved it in a black patent. I love it in its like intricate, like artsy collaborations that they have every once in a while. But I've always felt like it was such a special bag that can go with so many different outfits for so many different occasions. And it just says exactly what it is, Lady Dior. And the reality is, when I first began studying fashion, one of my first like large research projects was on Christian Dior and the new silhouettes and everything that he just stands for as far as an artist, as a designer. I really admired about his work. So I've always said to myself, I really want something from Dior, and the Lady bag to me is like the most classic thing. Love their saddle bag. I like the menswear versions of the saddle bags, but I actually just, in top of mind, Lady Dior bag. And you know what's funny? I actually, you know, I've been working with Fashion File, you know, just having conversations with them, attending their events. Now we're working on a partnership. And, you know, I love saving bags on my Fashion File account. Have I jumped and bought anything? Not as of yet, because there's so many options, because they have a lot of vintage pieces. They have a lot of new condition, excellent pieces. They have rare items as well, like really rare, like Louis Vuitton bags and Prada bags. And I've been having my eye on a couple like men's vintage Gucci tote bag. So that's something that's on top of mine. I want like a large Gucci tote bag, preferably from the men's collection from prior seasons. But I just love a big old catch-all like that, and I just feel like it says a statement. I like to just hold it in my hand, not, you know, in the crease of my elbow or over my shoulder. That's something like I'm going to work, I have my laptop, I have all the things in there, and if I want to run to the gym real quick, my sneakers are in tow as well. So I always felt like I really want, like, you know, like the Gucci plastic tote, something like that, but in leather, with like the black leather tote with the yellow detail. Like that has always been in my mind to get. So I have my eye on it to see if Fashion File comes across it, and I will definitely take the plunge on that. I know Gucci doesn't really you know, it doesn't hold its financial value, so to speak, but to me, it's classic. I don't care. I wouldn't purchase a Gucci bag just to resell it. There's certain bags that, yes, I understand you buy it and thought, well, if I ever were to resell it, what would be the value? But something like that, I wouldn't. No, not Gucci. I want to keep it. I want to keep it forever. Another thing that I really love as far as shoes are concerned, y'all know I don't need any more conversation starters, so to speak. I need shoes that are simplistic, straight to the point, conceal any outfit, and is just chef's kiss. So Monroe Steele, she loves these shoes, and she's posted them and shared her thoughts on them many a time. And the YSL mesh heels, they're so beautiful, especially like on her. I'm like, oh yeah, they're beautiful on you, girl. Like I see it, I understand the vision. But honestly, that is a very simplistic shoe, but with edge. It's a classic shoe, but with personality. So I love the idea of that shoe. I have my eye on it. I think, and it's not a terrible price point either, considering the price that I paid for these bad boys. In comparison to these, those YSL mesh pumps are a little bit less. So we're going to secure that this year, because it's going to go with so much. And I don't have like a classy black pointed toe heel, which is an essential for a closet, a woman's closet. So that's on my list for sure. There were a pair, and I don't know if they're going to make them. I've been checking their website weekly. I should just ask an essay at this point, but Givenchy had these spring 23 like mules that also have a lace wrap around the ankle moment, and they are beautiful. They have them in white. They have them in a couple different color variations, but I specifically want them in white. And I don't like white shoes. I get nervous with them. I don't know what to do with them sometimes. I like a shoe that incorporates white, but an all white shoe, no ma'am, no sir. But this particular pair, I would cherish for a lifetime. They are so beautiful. The floral, like, it's the texture detail for me. And I feel like it almost reminds me of the time when Riccardo Tisci was at Givenchy. And I was really into Givenchy when he was there. Once he left, I was like, oh, I don't know anymore. But it almost is reminiscent of a design that he's done before, or just his aesthetic. So I'm all for it. I really hope they produce them, because what I've been seeing on the website is not that. It's a lot of the what is it? The shark boot. I'm all right. No thank you. I also want to incorporate a little bit of fine jewelry this year, or learning more about it. So I do want a pair of like solid, small, like, I don't know, carats and all, like, I don't know. I just want like a nice stud diamond earring that is just simplistic and clean cut and clarity on point. That I do know diamonds should have clarity, right? It should have a little bit of bling bling to it when it hits the sunshine, and I want that. But I don't know who I would go to for it, so I'm going to do some more investigating. But I think like a simple diamond stud, very small. I know I had a pair when I was really young, and my mom bought them with the screw back so they wouldn't get lost, and they got lost anyway because I was out here being wild. I was a little tomboy out here in these streets, so I know my little self lost them probably before a basketball game when I had to remove them. So I would love to get those replaced and have them as my second pierce here, because I have a second piercing, but I want to remove the stud that I got pierced with and put a diamond gold earring in there. Another piece of jewelry that I'm really into, and I've been into for a while, the Tiffany's bone cuff bracelet in the silver. I prefer silver because that is my style, but also like the gold is it's a lot of money. Like, I know gold is expensive, but like, I think my connection to gold and pricing is very skewed because growing up with a mom from Aruba, we would purchase a lot of our gold when we were in Aruba, and technically it's much cheaper in Aruba or outside the country. So when I see gold prices here in the States, I'm like, I'm gonna just go down, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get something. Don't worry about me, I got it. But I really actually adore the silver because I have a silver watch, so I would only imagine a silver cuff would just make perfect sense. And I love how it looks on the wrist. You know, it looks like it's literally molded around my bone there, so I feel like it would be perfect. I do want to see them in person. I have yet to see them in person, so we're gonna take a trip to Tiffany's at some point, right? We're gonna see what that's like. I've never been inside. I don't think I've been. No, I have. One time I've been inside the Tiffany store on Fifth Avenue. They have one on Wall Street. I haven't been inside of that one, but we'll take a trip to Tiffany's and see what it looks like in person if they have it in stock, right? So that's something that I really would love to get before the end of the year because it's special. It's special. I think it just looks beautiful, and I don't see a lot of people wearing it. So that's a plus for me. And something not really like item related, but like a style that I want to obtain this year is I want my bob back. Like, she's almost there. She's almost there, but like, she's like, oh, I want to be long up here, but then I'm gonna be long in the back. Like, so we're gonna wait. I'm trying to wait for all of this to grow, and so it could be like swing or like swung. Y'all know what I mean. But I had a blonde bob, and she had fun. She had a lot of fun. So I really would like a dark brown, super sharp. Like, when I say sharp, I mean like auntie at the church who's always wearing the baddest outfits with the flyest hats. Like, when she says sharp, she means sharp. I want a sharp bob. With the shaking and everything. Because I want to go like this again. So yeah, that's also the goal, while keeping my texture as well, because my hair is natural. But I cannot wait until I get the full bob of my dreams. Hopefully by my birthday in September, it will be there, swinging and swinging and all the things. And yeah, the bob is going to be my thing. Also, when I like toss it to the side with like a little handmade side part, like, you know, like, oh my god, with like my round sunglasses, it's going to be very 90s, you know what I'm saying? Also, real quick, can we get into like the Pamela Anderson documentary? Love. Always thought she was a sweet woman. I felt like she always, like, she had like tough times, you know, but always as a celebrity, like a child looking at a celebrity woman, like, I was like, she's beautiful, you know, there's a lot of boobies going on, but hey, she seems really sweet as a person, as a human. And she really, like, that documentary exposed how much of a hopeless romantic that woman is, and like, protect her at all costs. Whatever she comes, like, whatever comes her way now with like the industry, whatever art that she wants to provide and put out there, I wish her nothing but the best. I cannot wait to see what else comes out of this documentary. Already some of the magazine spreads and campaigns she's been doing, she looks phenomenal. Her sons are beautiful, and I feel like they love their mama, and I adore it. Another thing I wanted to bring up on today's episode too, if you're here, God bless you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like what you're experiencing right now. Here, I do actually want to ask you something, because it's not that I'm doubting anything, but I'm realizing that I have a little bit more content in one area versus the other. So I wanted to ask you guys, what exactly brought you to my page? What do you enjoy the most? What is something that you actually want me to expand more on? I can continue to do some entrepreneurship vlogs, but the thing is, it's a little bit harder, because when I'm in the grind, I'm in the grind, right? And the reality is, like, the noir bud aspect, I could show when events pop off, and I could show you behind the scenes of that aspect. But I feel like there's not a lot going on besides me like marketing that and pushing the business and collaborating with other businesses, and then you can see it on other platforms. But I feel like there's a lot more conversation I kind of want to have regarding fashion. I want to do more news related topics. I want to do more like fashion news related. I want to do more trend reporting. I want to do more judging of the runways, because it's fun. And also showing tips on how to maximize our closets, because that's something I really love to do. I do it on Instagram, where people ask me for different insight on how to style X, Y, and Z, and I could take one item and show you several different ways, or talk about essentials. But I just kind of want to get some feedback from y'all, because this is listen, we over 1,000 deep strong over here. We a strong little community over here. But I wanted to know, what exactly do you want to see more or less of? Like, for real, if you could just give me like a couple of words in the comments below. Let me know what you love. Thank you for even tuning in this long and sticking with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because it does say a lot of y'all that watch it are not subscribed. What's that about? Y'all, come on now, hit that subscribe button for me, please. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we are connected, and that I'm doing what you love the most, and we're on the same page. I want to make sure we're on the same page, and that we're doing what we love over here, and that our communication thrives off of the content that you see, and we build our relationship, because that's what it's really about for me. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, because I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days. I'm wondering if I should alter a few things, but I want to make sure that if I alter it, it's because I've had your blessing on it already. Get what I'm saying? All right, now I'll see y'all on Tuesday. I'm gonna have a vlog showcasing my experiences throughout New York Fashion Week, or the first few days of Fashion Week, and then I'll see y'all then. Okay, have a safe weekend. I'll see y'all later. Sorry this was a little late. Bye.